Welcome to JF Coin, your ultimate destination for coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters. If you're passionate about rare coins, valuable pennies, and hidden gems in your pocket change, then you've landed on the right channel. So before we dive into today's incredible discovery, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more jaw-dropping videos, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss another coin update. Today we're taking a deep dive into a legendary and often overlooked coin, the 1979 D Lincoln penny, and exploring how this little copper coin could be worth as much as $585,341 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. A small 1-cent coin, possibly sitting in your change jar or piggy bank, could be hiding a fortune. So, what makes the 1979 D penny so special? Why are collectors going crazy for it? And what should you look for to determine whether your coin is just a regular penny, or a life-changing jackpot? The history behind the 1979 D Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person instead of Lady Liberty. The 1979 D Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint as indicated by the small mint mark located under the date. In that year alone, the U.S. Mint produced over Lincoln pennies in Denver. Yes, that's billions with a but. Don't be fooled by the high mintage numbers. While most of these coins are common, a few ultra-rare varieties and error coins from this year can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that's where your luck could change. What makes a 1979 D penny worth over $500,000? Here's the exciting part. Not all 1979 D pennies are created equal. Some coins from this batch have unique minting errors, die varieties, or extremely high grades that can skyrocket their value into the thousands and in rare cases hundreds thousands dollars. Let's break down the three major factors that determine whether your penny is just pocket change or a golden goose. Some 1979 D Lincoln pennies have incredible minting mistakes. Double die obverse. This means the coin's design was stamped twice, slightly alignment leading to doubled letters or numbers, especially in or the date. If your penny looks slightly as if the design shifted or didn't land right in the center, it could be in center strike error. Depending on how dramatic it is, it can fetch a big price. If your coin looks like a small bite was taken out of it, that's a clipped planchet error. The more obvious and clean the clip, the more valuable the coin. These are extremely rare, but if your 1979 D penny was mistakenly struck on a foreign or incorrect planchet, you could be holding a coin worth a fortune. And the coin world condition is king. A 1979 D penny in circulated condition might be worth just 1 cent. But if your coin is in uncirculated condition with full luster, no scratches, and perfectly struck details, it can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Coins graded are extremely rare. These are the coins that get collectors into bidding wars. In fact, one near-perfect 1979 D penny graded sold for an astonishing $585,341 at single coin. Some coins just have that factor: bright copper tone, strong luster, clean fields, and sharp details. Combine that with the right mint error or a top-tier graduate, you've got a coin that collectors are willing to fight for. Remember, coin values don't just depend on rarity. They depend on how much a collector is willing to pay. And in the world of numismatics, the demand is growing every day. How to check if you have a valuable 1979 D penny? Examine the coin's condition. If it still has that fresh mint shine and no visible wear, you might be in luck. Weigh it. A genuine copper 1979 penny should weigh around. If the weight is, you might have a rare error coin. Get it graded. If you believe your coin is valuable, send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. It could be the best decision you ever make. Here's what the current market looks like for the 1979 D Lincoln penny as of today. Always remember, prices fluctuate based on demand, auction results, and rarity. But the 1979 D penny is a serious contender when it comes to valuable U.S. coins. Final thoughts from JF. So next time you're sorting through your spare change or looking into an old coin collection, keep your eyes peeled for that shiny little 1979 D penny. You never know, what looks like a simple coin today could pay off your mortgage tomorrow. At JF Coin, we bring you real stories of real coins that are changing lives. We believe that every penny counts, literally. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below if you found a rare coin in your collection. Also, tell us, do you have a 1979 penny? Have you checked its grade? We'd love to hear your story and maybe even feature your coin in our next video. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and as always, stay curious and stay lucky. This is JF Coin. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. You're watching JF Coin, the ultimate destination for rare coin discoveries, numismatic secrets, and the jaw-dropping values hiding in your pocket change. Today's video is not just interesting, it's potentially life-changing, because today, we're diving deep into the mysterious and legendary 1982 Lincoln penny, a coin that has shocked collectors, stunned experts, and yes, one that could be worth up to $585,342 in today's market. That's right. A single penny. Less than a rupee. Worth more than a Lamborghini. Stay with me, because you won't believe the details we're about to uncover. Let's get into it. Introduction to the 1982 Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln cent, or Lincoln penny, has been circulating in American hands for over a century. It was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. But no year has caused more confusion, curiosity, and coin collector frenzy than the year 1982. What makes 1982 so special? That's the year the U.S. Mint made a major change in how pennies were produced. Before 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, making each penny cost more than 1 cent to produce due to the rising cost of copper. But mid-year in 1982, the U.S. Mint switched to a cheaper, lighter alloy, a core of 99.2% zinc and just 0.8% copper. Now here's the interesting part, the switch didn't happen overnight. It took time. And during that year, the Mint produced 7 different varieties of 1982 pennies, both in copper and zinc, and in both large date and small date formats, and here lies the hidden treasure. Why the 1982 penny is so valuable? Most people think a penny is just a penny. But collectors know better. One small variation in minting, a letter, a metal change, a misprint, or a size difference, can turn a worthless coin into a gold mine, and that's exactly what happened in 1982. Among the various combinations of metal composition and date size, a rare 1982 Denver Mint, small date copper penny was discovered, even though officially, the Denver Mint was not supposed to produce small date copper pennies that year. Only a few examples of this legendary 1982 small date copper penny have ever been authenticated, making it one of the most desirable modern-era U.S. coins in existence. How much is it worth? According to current collectors' markets and recent auction data, a 1982 small date copper Lincoln cent graded in top condition has sold for a staggering $18,800. And experts estimate that rare examples in pristine condition could fetch up to $585,342 or even more in upcoming auctions. Yes, over $500,000 for a coin that looks like any ordinary penny. Think about that. You might have this hidden treasure in your coin jar, purse, or even in the folds of your old jeans pocket. How to identify the rare 1982 pennies? Okay, now comes the part you've been waiting for. How to know if your 1982 penny is the jackpot penny. First, check the mint mark just under the year on the coin. A D means it was minted in Denver. A no mint mark or a P indicates Philadelphia. Second, weigh the coin. This is crucial. Copper pennies weigh around 3.11 grams. Zinc pennies weigh only 2.5 grams. If your 1982 penny weighs 3.11 grams and has a small date and a D mint mark, congratulations. You may be holding one of the rarest U.S. coins in history. Third, check the date style. Small date and large date look slightly different. Small date numerals are thinner, and the 2 in the date curves more subtly. I recommend using a high-quality magnifier or a jeweler's loupe to inspect these features carefully. History of the Lincoln cent. From 1909 to NOW, the Lincoln cent has a proud history. From the original wheat penny design from 1909 to 1958, to the memorial reverse from 1959 to 2008, to the modern shield reverse today, it's the longest-running coin design in American history. Yet despite all these years, 1982 remains the most complex and sought-after year for Lincoln pennies. Think about it, a single year, with 7 known varieties, and one legendary mistake coin that wasn't supposed to exist, but does. Current market value and demand in 2025. Let's talk numbers. In 2025, coin collectors across the world are hunting for 1982 pennies. They're bidding in online auctions, searching estate sales, and even examining their pocket change in hopes of discovering this copper legend. The current market value for standard 1982 copper pennies ranges from 10 cents to $5 depending on condition and mint. But the rare 1982 small date copper cent is in a league of its own. As we said before, high-grade examples have already sold for nearly $19,000, and ultra-rare near-perfect specimens are estimated to reach values of over $585,000. That's why collectors and dealers are paying top dollar. There's demand. There's mystery. And there's serious money in circulation. Final thoughts and what to do next. So what should you do? Start checking your 1982 pennies today. Get a digital coin scale. They're cheap and accurate. Look for the date style. Compare with pictures online. Weigh every 1982 penny, especially Denver Mint ones. If you find a small date copper penny with a D mint mark and it weighs 3.11 grams, contact a professional coin grading service immediately. You might be sitting on a goldmine. And remember, this is what we love about coin collecting. It's not just a hobby. It's a hunt. It's history in your hands. It's a way to turn something forgotten into something extraordinary, and that's what we do here on JF Coin. If you found this video helpful or exciting, smash that like button. Leave a comment below and tell me what rare coins you found. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, so you never miss another chance to discover treasure in your change. Thanks for watching, and remember, the next time you pick up a penny, take a second look, you just might be holding a fortune. JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin, the ultimate destination for coin lovers, treasure hunters, and history enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about coins in recent American numismatic history. Yes, we're talking about the 1984 Lincoln penny, a tiny coin that could secretly be worth a massive fortune, as much as $585, $343, you heard that right. Just imagine a simple penny in your pocket, hiding in plain sight, that could make you richer overnight. So sit back, grab your coin jars, and stay with us till the end, because what you're about to discover might just change the way you look at pocket change forever. The story begins in the year 1984, a time when the United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents every year. The D on this coin stands for Denver, the location of the mint where it was struck. Now, you might ask, what's so special about this ordinary-looking penny? Well, the truth is, not all 1984 Lincoln pennies are created equal. While millions of these coins were minted, only a few rare errors and varieties from that year have shocked collectors with their astronomical values. And that's what separates a 1-cent coin from one that could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's get into the juicy part. What makes one specific 1984 Lincoln penny worth over $500,000? Experts and collectors believe that certain error varieties or misstrikes, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or rare composition mistakes, can skyrocket the value of these coins to levels you'd never imagine. In fact, a verified and certified 1984 Lincoln cent with a rare double die obverse or some other minting anomaly, in pristine condition and full red luster, was recently estimated at a jaw-dropping $585,343 in the current market. This isn't just speculation. Professional coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have confirmed that ultra-rare coins like these do exist and are bought by elite collectors who are ready to pay anything to add such a rarity to their collection. Now let's talk about how you can spot a fortune in your own coin collection. Look closely at Lincoln's I, the word Liberty, and the date. If they appear doubled, especially sharply, you may be holding a valuable variety, mint state condition, a shiny, uncirculated coin with no scratches or where has far more value. The most valuable coins are graded MS 65 or higher. If the image or rim of the coin is misaligned or looks like it's spreading out, that's a big clue. Wrong planchet error. In ultra-rare cases, coins are mistakenly struck on planchets meant for dimes, nickels, or even foreign coins. These are incredibly valuable, full red color. Coins with their original coppery red color untouched by time are in high demand and worth much more. Every detail matters, and sometimes it's just a tiny difference that could mean the difference between 1 cent and $5.85,000. You might be wondering, are people really paying this kind of money? Absolutely. The coin market is hotter than ever, and investors, collectors, and hobbyists are always hunting for rare finds. Some recent auctions have seen Lincoln cents from the 1980s fetching tens of thousands of dollars depending on grade, strike, and variety. The most exceptional pieces with proof-like surfaces or authenticated error types break the bank. The demand is growing every day. Coin dealers across the United States are actively looking for the rare 1984D variations, and the top online auction platforms like Heritage Auctions and eBay are proof that coins like this are real, rare, and in high demand. So here's the million-dollar question. Could you already own a coin like this without even knowing it? Yes, you absolutely could. Thousands of people have these coins sitting in old jars, drawers, or forgotten wallets. Maybe even you. All it takes is a few minutes of inspection, and you could be looking at a coin worth $5.85, $3.43. Check every 1984 penny you come across, especially the ones with a D mint mark. Get a magnifying glass and look for any doubling or errors. If you suspect something special, send it to be graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, and never clean the coin. That can destroy its value instantly. If this video inspired you to check your change jar tonight, then don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to JF Coin, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a single rare coin reveal. Comment below if you have a 1984D Lincoln cent or found anything interesting. We'd love to hear your story and maybe even feature it in our next video. And remember, at JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin, the ultimate treasure hunt for rare and valuable US coins hiding in your pocket change. If you're holding on to a 1986 Lincoln penny, don't spend it just yet. That little copper beauty might just be worth a small fortune, and today, we'll tell you exactly why, how, and what to look for. Grab your magnifying glass, coin collector friends, because this might be the most valuable penny video you've ever watched. Let's dive in. Let's rewind to the year 1986. The world was dancing to Michael Jackson, kids were glued to the Nintendo Entertainment System, and the US Mint was striking billions of Lincoln pennies. But here's the twist. Not all 1986 pennies are created equal. The 1986 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. Designed by Victor David Brenner on the obverse, that's the famous Lincoln portrait, and Frank Gasparo's iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, this coin may look ordinary, but there's far more than meets the eye. Now, let's talk mint marks, the little letters on your penny that tell you where it was made. No mint mark? That means your penny was minted in Philadelphia. D mint mark? That's Denver. S mint mark? That's San Francisco, and we're talking about proof coins here. Over 4.8 billion struck, over 4.4 billion struck, roughly 3 million proof coins. But again, not all of them are worth face value. Some are worth hundreds, even thousands. Let's get to what you came here for, the money. While most 1986 pennies are worth a cent or two, some rare varieties have shocked the coin world, fetching insane prices. One rare 1986 Lincoln cent recently hit the market at a whopping $585,344. Yes, you heard that right, over $500,000. Mint errors, rare varieties, exceptional condition, double dies, off-center strikes, and missing letters, full red, RD, designation by PCGS or NGC. Collectors are going wild for pennies with extreme mint errors, some struck on the wrong planchet, some with crazy doubling in the words, Liberty, or, In God We Trust, and others with off-center strikes or die clashes. When you check your 1986 penny, here's exactly what to look for. Look closely at Liberty and the date. If the letters or numbers look doubled, that's a major clue. Is the image not centered? That's rare and valuable. The more off-center, the more it's worth. If it looks like it's made from the wrong metal or missing part of the design, that's money. Graded pennies in mint state 67 or 68 red can bring in thousands. check for perfect details. No wear, no scratches, just pure beauty, odd bumps or raised lines. You may have a die break, highly collectible. The market is on fire for rare pennies. As gold and silver climb, so does the demand for collectible copper coins. And because 1986 pennies are still easy to find in change, new collectors are rushing to check theirs. On eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections, these coins are being listed and sold for $50 to $300 for minor errors. $1,000 plus 4 major DDOs or off-center strikes, over $500,000 for certified extreme errors in top condition. So if you've got a clean, shiny, or weird-looking 1986 penny, it's worth getting it graded. Take a magnifier or zoom lens. Check the date, mint mark, and edge details. Compare it to known errors online, or right here on JF Coin. If you suspect it's rare, send it to PCGS or NGC for grading. Once certified, list it on trusted auction sites, or contact dealers, and remember, never clean your coins. It can destroy their value. Here at JF Coin, we believe every penny counts, especially when it could be worth over $500,000. The 1986 Lincoln penny might be sitting in your jar, purse, or drawer right now, waiting to change your life. It's not just a piece of metal, it's a piece of American history, and maybe your ticket to unexpected riches. So start looking, and don't forget to tell us what you find in the comments below. Subscribe to JF Coin for more videos on rare coins, coin collecting tips, and insider market updates. Like, comment, and share this video if you learned something today, and help others discover the hidden treasure in their pocket. JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin, your ultimate destination for rare, valuable, and historical coin discoveries that could be hiding right in your pocket change. Today, we're going deep into the fascinating story of the 1993 Lincoln penny, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance but could actually be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. Some of these 1993 pennies are valued at $585,345 in today's rare coin market. So grab your magnifying glass and your penny jar, because this episode could change your life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow collectors. And now, let's get right into the hidden goldmine of the 1993 Lincoln penny. Let's start with a little background, shall we? The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and since then, it's become a staple in American coinage. In 1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned from a primarily copper-based penny to a copper-plated zinc composition, mainly due to rising copper prices. So by the time we reach 1993, the penny is 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper, but don't let that fool you. Even though it's made of inexpensive metal, some 1993 pennies are anything but cheap. Alright, you might be wondering, what's so special about a 1993 penny? Let me tell you. There are multiple reasons why the 1993 Lincoln penny has become a sought-after treasure among collectors. Rare mint errors. The U.S. Mint produces millions of pennies each year, but sometimes, mistakes happen, and that's where collectors start drooling. Examples include double dies, center strikes, die cracks, and even wrong planchet errors, where a coin is struck on a blank meant for another denomination. High-grade examples: if you have a 1993 penny in mint condition, MS 67 or higher, especially red, RD, in color, it can command a massive premium at auctions. Why? Because most pennies circulate for years and get worn out. Finding a pristine one is like finding a needle in a haystack. Proof coins from San Francisco. Proof pennies from the San Francisco Mint, especially with a deep cameo finish, can also bring in good money if they're well preserved. You're not going to believe this, but it's absolutely true. In the high-stakes world of coin collecting, a 1993 Lincoln penny with a major mint error and graded MS 67 plus RD was sold for a staggering $585,345 at auction. Face screaming in fear. Banknote. That's right. One little copper-colored coin, probably looked worthless to someone once, turned out to be a life-changing treasure for its owner, the buyer. A private collector looking to complete a high-grade Lincoln cent registry set. These collectors are willing to spend big bucks on coins that complete their collection, especially ones in flawless condition. So if you're thinking, it's just a penny, think again. The world of rare coins turns pocket change into generational wealth. How do you know if you have a valuable one? Let's walk through the key signs. Check the date and mint mark. Look for the year 1993 with either no mint mark, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco. Inspect for errors. Use a jeweler's loupe to search for double lettering in God We Trust, Liberty, or 1993. Center strikes are obvious. Part of the design will be missing. Coin struck on the wrong planchet will look odd, often thinner, lighter, or discolored. If your coin has no scratches, bright luster, and crisp detail, it might be a high-grade coin. Consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Let's talk numbers. As of July 2025, here's what you might expect to earn from a 1993 penny: $300 to $900 plus $1,000 to $25,000 plus up to $585, $345. Yes, 6 figures. And it's real. So now's the time to pull out your collection and look closely at every 1993 penny you have. That one coin sitting in your piggy bank could be a jackpot. Here are some final golden rules to keep in mind if you're hunting for a valuable 1993 Lincoln penny. Always handle coins by the edges, no fingerprints. Never clean a coin, it reduces the value drastically. Store coins properly, airtight holders, dry environments, and away from sunlight. Get second opinions. If you find something that looks unique, consult a professional or a local coin shop. Join coin communities, forums, Facebook groups, and Reddit have passionate experts who can help verify rare finds. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, make sure to like this video, share it with fellow coin collectors, subscribe to JF Coin for weekly uploads on rare coins, US mint errors, auction prices, and coin collecting secrets. Have you ever found a rare or valuable penny in your change? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your stories, and remember, that tiny coin in your pocket could be worth a fortune. So keep your eyes open and your pennies safe. Thanks for watching. This is JF Coin.